at him. He doesn't know how to close an umbrella just like me.
If you don't know how to close an umbrella, you're a sad man. You're a sad person. I'm sorry.
He
If you're
struggles
like,
closing an umbrella just like me.
look, if it's windy, that's one thing, but
I don't know what we're gonna talk about tonight.
I don't know either. I haven't looked over the notes. I heard The Quiet Man. I've seen stuff on The Quiet Man. I didn't play it, but everybody's calling it the worst game of the year.
A lot of people don't like that game.
Yeah, that was the weird thing that was announced at E3, I think, right?
Yeah, it was one of the weird things. It was like, why is there no audio? Like, why is there this FMV weird shit going on?
Yeah. Hey, Holmes, like fucking stereotypical ass Mexican gangsters or Hispanic gangsters rather.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, it's like right in there. I was watching Angry Joe play some of it, and it's just like, "Hey Holmes, what are you doing, essay?" I'm like, what, why,
cool.
what?
Great.
I don't know anybody who says like that anymore.
I'm glad that the Mexican culture has grown in these last few years.
It's either when it comes to Mexican culture, it's either
like it's like white guys writing Mexican scripts, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It's either Dia de los Muertos, or it's like we're like thug gangsters. That's all it is when it comes to being a Mexican in America in media.
Hey Holmes, where is that from?
It's like Friday, probably. You never seen Friday?
I've never seen Friday.
They're entertaining schlock movies.
All I know is that it has Ice Cube, right?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I know about Friday.
Yeah, they're entertaining. Like you know how like before everybody like and you had cable as a kid and like you didn't go anywhere on a weekend. It was on like I don't know what news record you had, but you have that one news record that would play at one channel that would have like that would just play movies or like shows.
Yeah, like TBS or something.
Yeah, that was Friday. It was just on, like we'll just watch it, I guess. Something else.
Are you ready? Ben?
Sorry, for some reason my headphones just decided to stop working, so I was adjusting it.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm recording. I've been recording.
Okay. Hello everyone, welcome to the Chart Shot Gamescast. Each week friends gather around talk about the games they've been playing, things going on in their lives. Today I'm joined with the one and only Ben.
You know, I love media. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm lost. Justin's not here. It feels weird
to be the first one introduced. You're like, what? Yeah. Wait, there's usually one other person here.
I don't think you and I have ever done a show each other like this show. Like we do the chair shot one, you know, for the big shows, for the wrestling stuff. But like, I'm used to having Justin before me. I'm like, I'll let him talk. That's fun. Well, I'm like, I got bumped up the card, and I don't know how to react to this.
You're in the main event. And you have no idea what you're doing. Yeah. You're like Vince big cast in the main event.
Mm-hmm. Or, yeah. Hey, yo. No, wait, that's not all. That's just as bad.
Hey, Chico.
Hey, Razor Ramon was cool, man.
He was cool. He was like the best wrestler for his day in like the '93 era.
Best personality, at least.
Yeah.
Go, Razor Ramon.
Oh, I'm the bad guy, eh?
Yeah, and fucking amazing theme and God, we're talking about wrestling. See, this is why me and Thomas should never do a show by ourselves because then we just start talking about wrestling.
What else are we gonna talk about?
Well, I mean, unlike last time, I haven't really played that much in terms of game, just Okami, but I only have the thing like. I thought it was over, and then I'm like, oh no, it's not over. But I'm enjoying myself with it. Like, I think if I was just playing this on my Wii, because I have a physical version for the Wii, I don't think I'd like it as much. I probably would have put it down and not coming back for a while. But the fact that, excuse me, I'm playing it on my Switch and I'm playing it on the bus, playing it at work, and I can come back and play it more. Like I'm going through it I'm going through a lot, so I'm progressing farther than I would. I'm enjoying it that way. But it's fun. It's entertaining. Again, I called it like last week. It's my relaxing game right now because I'm just in waiting till Smash comes out in a couple of weeks now. But my life has been taken over by Lord of the Rings this week.
Oh yeah, you watched all the movies.
Yeah, because for those like last Saturday, for some I'm waiting at the bus stop to go to work. It's like 5 in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, and I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna browse my Amazon wishlist and what's on sale. And I scroll all the way down. I never do this, and I've had the Lord of the Rings extended edition Blu-rays on there for a long time because I own the regular editions on the regular movies on the regular editions on Blu-ray, and the extended editions on DVD. But I've been wanting the Blu-rays for a long time because better picture quality, better sound, all that good stuff. And it was like $25, and that thing's normally 50 to 60 or like 100 when it initially came out. I was like, fucking buy, just do it. Didn't even think about it. And I've been reliving not my childhood. It was more like my teen years, my preteen, teen years. Because I was 11 years old when the first one came out. And like, you know how like a lot of people talked about how like Star Wars like changed their lives and it may either made them love movies or become filmmakers, you know, that kind of spiel. Like, that's Lord of the Rings for me. Those movies, like every year, me and my dad went to go see them, and like that was like sort of my first like becoming invested with characters, all that good shit, and like we weren't sure what time when we were going to see Return of the King. You know, it was the finale, the big finale, and I still remember the story, and I love my dad for this forever. I come home from school, and he says to me, hey, son, you might want to go to sleep right now. I'm like, at first I thought I was in trouble. I was like, what did I do? And he goes, well, you might want to get some rest now because you and I are going to go see Lord of the Rings at midnight or Return of the Kingdom. And I'm like, what? And it's a school night. So I was like, what? But I had to go to school the next day, so that kind of sucked. And I've just been watching them and just reliving my memories, just reciting old lines, just like getting nostalgic and just how good those movies are. Like, it's ridiculous. Maybe not the extended editions are for everybody because they're very long and they're alternative cuts for a reason. But like, I love being in this world and the music and the setting. Like, it's use of pretty much everything it takes to make a movie, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really have a whole lot of history with it. Like, I watched them with my dad and stuff, and like my friends would be like, "Hey, let's watch the Return of the King extended edition." I'm like, okay, and I can't tell the difference between the extended edition and the theatrical.
Well, they're long. Well, they're longer.
I just know it's longer. That's all.
Yeah, it's just a lot of like stuff that like if you put that in the movie release, people would walk out from like, okay, this is too damn long. It's like it fills in a lot of, it fills in like for all the versions, all the movies, like fills in scenes. Some of them, like the movies cut entirely different too, so it almost feels like a different movie because like if you've seen the first one, but to me, I haven't seen the standard editions in so long. Like, I just know that the extended editions, like, oh yeah, this goes here, this is here, the title card's different, certain certain sequences of the flow are different. Like, it's such it's not a different movie, but it's definitely a more in-depth movie, if I was to say. But you gotta have time for it, man. That's the only thing, because they're like 4 hours a piece, like per movie.
Yeah. Man, speaking of watching things, I've been watching Castlevania.
Ooh,
have you
something?
Seen that?
Yes.
Season 2.
Did you finish it?
Yeah, I finished season 2.
Okay, let's talk Castlevania.
So you finished watching season 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Episode 7, best episode.
Yes. Dude, I'm legit, like, I'm not a Castlevania guy, right? I until like I saw a JonTron video in like 2011, I didn't know what the hell Castlevania was. I didn't grow up playing it. But the second that episode starts playing Bloody Tears, I lost my fucking shit.
You mean Barkerville?
No, is that a joke?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a joke. It's a Giant Bomb reference.
Okay. I don't watch Giant. I don't watch
Yeah,
Giant Bomb.
it's just one of the guys from Giant Bomb named that song Barkerville because that's like the lyrics that he fit into the song. Because it goes
Oh.
doo 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 doo. It goes
Okay.
Barkerville, going to Barkerville.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a song he made up when he was a child. So
That's funny.
yeah.
But
Anyways, yeah, that song's amazing. When they started playing that song, they had like all three of them there whipping ass.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was I'm not gonna lie, I loved it. Like I know it's definitely slower than I think most people would think.
I think so. Yeah.
But I kind of like that. Because I especially like that we got a lot of time with Sypha, Alucard, and Trevor. I love their dynamic. Like it's just constantly bicking at each other, but not like malicious bicking, but like friend bicking.
Yes. Yeah. It's like a lot of friendly like bickering and bantering and stuff.
Yeah.
There's just like a really good exchange of like eat shit and die. Fuck you. Like.
Oh yeah, like it's like how best friends talk to each other.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. There's like the whole thing of like Alucard and Trevor hate each other, but they're like very similar in how they are.
Mhm.
Like lonely people that just have issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of traveling. There's a lot of like name drops of cities and stuff. I think Isaac's gonna turn out to be Shaft.
I think so. Even though, because actually, like before the season came out, I watched this whole YouTube series on the history of Castlevania, so I kind of got a little bit more. But I think that'd be a cool thing to take him to. It seems like that's where they would, because he loves Dracula. You can tell. Like
Yeah, like
he
he's
wants.
super loyal to Dracula. He's able to
Mhm.
like create creatures of the dead.
Yeah,
Yeah, like it seems like that would be the logical place to go with that character.
yeah. Well, I guess is Shaft immortal? Because like,
He's kind of immortal. He's like comes
okay,
back like a ghost sometimes, or like he
okay.
possesses people sometimes.
You know, one thing they didn't touch on in this series, though, now that I think about it now, is that they didn't really show death. Like,
No, that's another theory. Is that like maybe Isaac will become Death
that
instead.
that could be interesting because like I didn't miss it because the show's not hurt because we don't have a Belmont versus Death because like you can just get play the video game if you want to get that experience. But like, because like it was grounded, but it wasn't too grounded. I mean, you had vampires and moving castles and shit.
It's not grounded. It's just like it takes the Castlevania 3 story, which I think that's like kind of the beginning of the timeline. The Castlevania timeline is more confusing than the Zelda
Yeah.
timeline, which is crazy.
Well, actually, it's actually not. It's actually more streamlined because there's dates and everything. I'll link you
I
a
guess,
YouTube series.
but I
just
mean
to-
like just like the order of the games themselves. It's like,
Oh, that's confusing. Yeah,
yeah,
but
that's confusing as hell.
I'll link you a chart or like. But
I googled the chart.
oh, okay. Yeah, but as far as I'm aware, because like there's actually like a PS2 like Castlevania game like tells like the origin of the Belmonts and how like actually, and I think the episode when they go to the Belmont hole, they talk about like the Belmont who found it, and that's the one from the PS2 game or from one of the PS2 games. So that's a nice little like reference. I don't remember his name though, but but
I don't remember either.
yeah, but yeah, in terms of in terms of like the from the NES era, like Castlevania 3 is like the start, and then it's 3, then 1,
Yeah, then Simon.
then 2, then well, yeah, then yeah, well, 4 is just a reimagining of 1. That's all it is. It's not really a different story.
Yeah, apparently that's like an alternate timeline or something.
Yeah, and then you have the Richter, the bloodline stuff. It's all that. It's
Which
all that
comes
stuff.
after 3. Or
Yeah,
whatever. I don't know. Who cares?
it's weird. Yeah, if you're into it, there's like I think I'll link. I should post the YouTube channel, but like there's some guy did like a excellent chronology of the Castlevania like timeline from the beginning of the Belmont Dracula clash to like all the way up to like the most recent Castlevania game that came out like on GBA, and he even like and then he does like a separate series on the Lords of Shadow stuff. It was like really cool. I'm like, holy shit, there's lore. There's lore in this series. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's weird. Like I like the Castlevania lore. I just haven't played a lot of the games. Like I've only played 4 and maybe Symphony of the Night.
Yeah,
But
because a
like,
lot of
I
them just
like all
aren't
the other
good.
games. Like when I watch them.
Yeah, a lot of them are just aren't good or have some issues with them. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
But back to the season. Uh, how did you feel about not Isaac Hector? How did you feel about his story arc?
I felt that like it kind of came out of nowhere because the way you're introduced to the 2 Forge Masters is like they're these competent like humans that create the undead for Dracula's army, that like they're in charge of leading the extinction of the human race, and then you're like, oh, Hector's actually this kind of inept, like naive child, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, well, that kind of like came out of nowhere, but okay, sure. Yeah, I felt sorry for him what happened to him at the end. So,
Yeah, he gets fucked up.
he gets fucked hard.
Yeah, because because in the game's chronology, I think he like gets away. He like starts his own life. It ends up going south with him eventually, but like, Jesus,
He just got manipulated. It was terrible.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was because I mean like, because like I actually found that interesting that they dived into that because the idea that well like these 2 guys who were. I mean, Isaac more so because like he was, you know, when they cut back to his flashback scene, he's getting whipped.
Yeah.
Gee, I never am never comfortable whipping scenes.
Hey,
Never.
guess what? In Castlevania, the religion are the bad guys.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Yeah. Well, like I was reminded when the season opens up with that.
Oh, yeah, that was a really good episode opener to remind you of what happened in the last season. Yeah, continue. Go ahead. That's all I wanted to add to you.
Oh yeah, and then that bishop who just has that. You are accused of witchcraft. Like he has that voice, that shrill voice that like I want you to die. Like it just wants you. It's just so evil. I mean,
it's just very sinister. Like he's sure of himself, but also he's like, yeah, I know what's really going on here, and I don't like it.
Yeah, just being this. He's the man in power. That's what it is. He thinks he can control everything, and then he gets fucked over hard. He got fucked over hard.
Yeah. It was really sad what happened to I can't remember her name, the wife of Dracula.
Yeah, I can't remember her.
She's like, I'm gonna be a healer and like help this town out, this small town of like all their ailments. And then the religion's like, oh, this is witchcraft. You cannot help people. You must burn. Which is kind of fucked up. Then when you realize that shit was actually real.
Oh yeah, it was heresy.
Man, like how awful were we with, like as a human race?
Dude, we're still awful. We're still like look at the news. We're still awful. We didn't get any better. I want Dracula to come back and just fucking kill us all. Like
no. Yeah, there was the moment where they have that vials, you know, when the thing that spins around for your blood or whatever.
Oh, and they freak out for no reason.
Like, oh my god, it moves on its own. It's like no shit. Like, have you ever seen a gear? Like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
They're stupid and like.
You have a watch, right? You have a clock, like.
Nah, man. If it's not made by Jesus, it's not. It's considered evil.
It's considered devil worship.
That's so stupid. But they make great bad. The Catholic Church makes great bad guys, though. Like, can we replace them with Nazis? Like, just make the Catholic Church bad guys. Like, seriously, they're already villainized.
They wear red robes.
Oh yeah.
Just
watch. Yeah, but. I'm kind of glad that they kind of were like once that scene was done, we were done with the church for the most part.
Yeah, well, they got theirs in the first season.
Yeah,
they got theirs really good in the first season.
Oh yeah, they did. How did you feel about Dracula? Because that's a controversy. Like I haven't heard much people talk about the season. There's people within our circles, but like he wasn't like. He was sad. He was a broken man.
Yeah. I think Alucard kind of put it best when he saw him. He was like, "This is kind of just your signal for wanting to kill yourself. Is committing this like all-out war against humanity. He doesn't even really want to kill all humans. He just wants to die himself."
Yeah, which is like, fuck. Because like the brilliance of the first season is that they make you feel sorry for Dracula. They make you sympathize because like he was just a dude. I mean, a vampire. With his wife, and you murdered his wife, And I was like, well, now I gotta kill you all. You like legit. And like now that now that that adrenaline's gone, he's like, well, fuck, I don't want to be here. My wife's not here. The one that I love, and my son hates me. So why do I want to be here? Like, I remember there's an image on Twitter I saw. It's like what I expected, and it was like the Castlevania season 1. What I watched, and it was like the image of the season. What I expected is the image of Castlevania 3 with the cover art, and then what I got, which was BoJack Horseman for it. Yeah, for Dracula, I'm like, damn, really? And
wow.
And they're kind of right, because like he's still intimidating. It's not like he's walloping the entire season, but you can tell like this dude just like, I don't want to be here. Like I'm just doing this to put up face. I just wanna go. I wanna see my wife, Lisa. Her name's You're Lisa. Tearing me apart, Lisa.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting to say that BoJack.
I've never seen it though, so I can't.
Oh, you should really watch BoJack. I think you would actually relate with that show quite a bit.
That's what I hear, and that's kind of why I don't want to watch. But that's another time.
But it's a good show. You should just watch it.
I hear. I know.
They're also 30. They're like 22 minutes long. It's like you can zip through them.
That's true.
I appreciate that a lot in shows these days. If it's like 20 minutes, I'm like, that's like an instant watch for me. Yeah. Yeah, like it was kind of, because he was like the bad guy, but he didn't really have to be the bad guy.
Yeah, if anything, Camilla was more the villain.
She was the biggest heel in this show. Yeah.
Just constantly manipulating her way around Dracula's court. Yeah. Just like, and I liked her, and you can tell she's going to be the antagonist for season 3.
Yeah. I hate her so much.
Yeah. Yeah, they gave you every reason to hate her. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie though, like that final fight with Alucard and Dracula, right? That whole fight sequence with Dracula was really spectacular.
Yep.
But like, I legit started to tear up a little bit when he's like, "I'm killing my boy," and like he's and they're in the bedroom with Alucard. Oh, it's like
Alucard's like child bedroom.
Yeah, it's like, I'm killing my boy, and like he realizes it, and it's like, fuck, man.
Yeah. He's like, what the hell am I doing with my life?
Yeah, it's like what like he just misses.
I'm getting goosebumps right now, just like discussing it.
Yeah, this is a like, and it doesn't look like anything else Netflix has, like in terms of their animation department. It's beautiful.
It was very Shakespearean at the end, because
it was
like patricide and like the Victorian era stuff, and so you get that kind of Shakespearean feeling to it. Yeah,
combined with brutal violence.
Yeah, combined with like tons of gore. Fucking Godbrand, like he didn't have to go out like that, but like, you knew he was gonna go get slaughtered.
I was like, you're here to get something done to you, and I'm waiting for that. Like every time, like I want, like, and he always had, I want this to happen right now. Why aren't we fighting Dracula? Like. Every time, but I liked him for what he was, just provoking, just constantly provoking shit.
Yeah, there was like other stuff, like the whole plot of like, why would like there was like that internal conflict between Dracula and his court, of like Dracula wants to kill all the humans, but like there's gonna be nothing for us to eat on, so what are we doing here? Like that was kind of interesting.
Or like Hector was, that whole idea is like, well, he just wants to put him in sheep. Isaac, he wants to murder them all.
Yeah. That was an interesting like subplot. The Belmont like cave stuff, like
that was really cool.
Belmont's like, look at all this knowledge, and then like Alucard's like, look at all the dead relatives of mine.
Yeah, look at all the ways to exterminate my people. This is fun, yay! And Sypha's just like having the time of her fucking life.
Yeah. I like the Morning Star. That was pretty dope.
I'm
glad that they got to use that. And it wasn't just thrown away after the first fight or whatever.
Nope. It was used effectively, and it was really well done.
They also the monsters explode when he hits them with it, just like in the game.
Yeah, I love that. I wasn't expecting that.
Right? Good show. Good.
Yes, it was. I laughed out loud that during Alucard and Trevor's final exchange is like, take care, and Alucard just flips him off. Just gives him the finger, just like, and smiles. I'm like, yeah, fuck you too. Just like
that's his wave goodbye.
Yes, I love it. I wanted, like, we got a lot with them, and I love their infighting, and I love Sypha's constant nitpicking at Trevor. Just like she was doing that girl who picks on you because she likes you kind of thing, and I love that. It was adorable, like making fun of his name, making fun of everything, and then of course they get together at the end. I'm like, oh, and half the time when they were just like buddy, like in the early season of this season, I was like, oh, they fucking. they fucking.
The Belmonts have to live on after all.
Yep. And she was like into him the entire way through. You can tell.
Yeah.
It's like, how about you have adventures with me? Like,
yeah, she was the one that wants to keep the adventures going.
Yeah, and like Trevor's like, I don't understand. I'm like, Trevor, you moron! Just she wants the D. She wants the.
She wants your magical rod.
Yeah, she wants the Morning Star.
She wants the Morning Star.
Let her have the Morning Star. She wants you. Be happy together. But it got a somewhat happy ending, except for Alucard, because it literally ends with Alucard crying over his dead father.
Yeah, in his study.
It's like that's throne. Like, if that doesn't describe Castlevania on Netflix and in a scene, I don't know what else does.
Yeah,
it's so powerful.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a season 3 if they can get that out.
Yeah, and hopefully by sometime next year. But I think it's gonna be 2 extra episodes. It'll be 10 instead of 8, so that'll be good.
Yeah, I haven't played a whole lot of games this week. That's why we're talking about Castlevania, because I've been watching stuff, and I haven't finished Daredevil, so maybe we'll talk about that some other time. But the first half I wasn't really digging it, but the second half I was like, holy shit, this goes places, and I'm really enjoying where I am.
It really picks up at a certain moment. I don't want to say what it is because
of course not. No.
Yeah. But it does pick up there's a point where like, oh shit, okay, here we are. We're in now, baby.
Yeah. What have you been playing?
Well, like I said, Okami. That's pretty much.
Is that it?
No. Has that been the only thing? I think that no. I tried Resident Evil Revelations 2, because I bought that on the Switch because it was on sale.
Okay.
Yeah, it's. I'm surprised on how like well it runs on the Switch. Like that's like
it was a 3DS game, or I guess 2 wasn't a 3DS game.
2 was a PS3, like a full console game.
Okay.
So like, but the only thing is that I'm noticing is like long ass load times. Despite this, it's downloaded onto my system, but outside of that, like it's a constant 60 FPS. You know, it looks great. I'm just trying to. The weird thing is that it's like it has this whole tag system where. Not tag system, but like a partner system where, like you in the opening you play as Claire Redfield, which is nice because I haven't played as her in a long time. You know, it's been forever since I played Resident Evil 2, and you know, and I think it's the daughter of Barry Burton, and they get like kidnapped or something, and so like Claire will handle all your combat, and you'll have to switch to Moira. Yeah, her name is Moira, and she'll like have a flashlight, so like she can like find ammo or health or different items and you flash your light on. So it got like the game will sometimes force you to do that, but you can alternatively switch. And also if you have like you can do 2-player split screen, so one player controls Moira, one player controls Claire. So it's just a matter of managing situations. And I think there's like another one, but I'm looking forward to it because I really liked Revelations 1. It's not the greatest Resident Evil game of all time, but it was definitely fun. I actually want to buy that on the Switch at some point and just like play the HD version of it because you know you can only handle the 3DS version so long. But it's so I want to get more into it, but Okami kind of has most of my time right now because I just really want to beat it at this point.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I haven't played a whole lot. I played a little bit more Red Dead. I got to chapter 3. I don't know if I already mentioned that before or not, but there's only like one cool thing that I'll mention is that I was just riding my horse to an objective, and on the way I stopped, and I already posted pictures on my Twitter, so if you don't know about this, then you can check those out, or just listen to me talk, or check out the pictures, and you'll have supplemental content to this story.
Yay!
So like I was riding my horse, and all of a sudden I spot these people in the woods wearing all white outfits. dressed as the KKK, and they were inducting 2 new members, or I think it was probably 2 or 1 new member. And what they have to do is they have to light this cross on fire. So when they go to light the cross on fire, the 2 guys get caught on fire, and the rest run away. And the leader's just standing there. He's like, come back, God damn it. And so I just went up with a shotgun and blasted them in the face.
Oh, yeah, that must have been... That's the only reason for me to buy Red Dead now. Red Dead 2 now.
And then you can steal like the papers off of them, and like you can like see the minutes of their meetings and stuff, and they just sound like the biggest doofuses in the world.
I'd imagine it's the KKK.
I hear there's like more, like things like that with the KKK later on as well.
Ooh, get to kill more white supremacists! Awesome.
Yeah. I should probably play more of that game just for that.
You should just... I'm not gonna play... Fuck the story. I'm killing white supremacists. I
gotta hunt down the KKK and take them out.
That should be a video game. Why isn't that a video game already? Fucking hunt down the KKK.
Yeah, I played that. Played some American Truck Simulator. Trucking along across America. But the other big thing that I've been playing is Hitman 2. I just played a little bit today. Just did the first mission. And it does a lot better job of like introducing you to the mechanics, like the stealth mechanics of that game than the first one did. The previous one, Hitman, I think 2016. The episodic one, like it actually tells you when like you're compromised, or like if you're trespassing or whatnot, or if you're hidden. The other one didn't have like the systems to tell you that kind of stuff. You just had to like know based on your actions. And I was a smart guy, so I could figure that stuff out. But a lot of people were having issues with that. That game is really pretty, really damn good looking. I'm looking forward to playing more Hitman. I have a date set up this weekend to play with Furtive. We're going to try out the Ghost mode, which is like this competitive mode where it's like 2 of us are in one location, and we have to race each other to beat the, kill the target, and the first person that kills 5 targets wins. So yeah, that should be fun. I'm gonna check more of that out.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Haven't played a whole lot. 30-minute episode.
We're kind of in a dead week because like there's a lot of big games coming out, but none of them that you or I are gonna play. So it's like,
well, Hitman's come out. I'm playing more Hitman, but like I've been focusing on this week on watching stuff because I haven't been watching a lot.
That'll happen. You can only juggle so many fucking hobbies.
Exactly, right? Only so much time in the world, you know. So yeah, that's it. Ben, you have anything else you want to add, or do you want to plug away your stuff?
Not really.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So plug away, my friend.
Twitter.com/MarvelousIggy, where you can see me bitch about political shit because I like to yell at things on Twitter. Even though it doesn't get anything done, I feel like I'm contributing in some fashion. Yeah.
Cool. And you can check me out on Twitter, CSG Thomas on Twitter, where you can find me posting pictures of killing white supremacists in Red Dead, not in real life.
I mean, like if we could, like I'm not gonna speak for him. If I could, I would.
Yeah, you can also find me here at chargeshot.com, where all of our audio, video, and written content lives. Also, you can check me out at thomas@chargeshot.com. That's where you can send me emails bashing me if you're a white supremacist, saying that I'm an evil person. I'm a detriment to my race. Until then, guys, enjoy your games.
Yay!
Alright. Okay. You ready?
I'm ready.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Video Game News and News Show, hosted by your host Thomas, and not Justin.
Cow! I don't know what that was.
Cowabunga. That's
Cowabunga,
Ben.
dude. Yeah. Hi, guys.
You get no Justin today, so you get no long-winded arguments about things.
No. No matter what the issue is.
You'll just get rants about entitled gamers. That's all you'll get from Ben.
Speaking of entitled gamers,
Activision's Blizzard stock drops after Diablo Immortal announcement was made. So share prices for Activision Blizzard stock dropped 7% yesterday from starting day selling point at $68.99 to $64.34, and it's actually dropped even more to like 50 something.
Jesus.
That's probably due to another announcement that was made earlier in the week with an Activision Blizzard property. But yeah, like stock prices dropped because of outraged gamers with Diablo Immortal.
I don't understand. Like, I watched that panel, by the way. Like I slept. I dug through the cringe.
I couldn't bring myself to watching it. I just saw like one part where some guy's like, "Is this like an April Fool's joke?" And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Yeah. Like here's the thing. Diablo fans, I'm talking to you one on one here, or the Diablo fans who bitched about this rather, because not every Diablo fan hates this idea. They're just like, hey, whatever, I won't play it. You don't have to fucking play the game. Like, if you really don't like Diablo Immortal, and I'm not the biggest fan of mobile, right? I don't play them, but I don't bitch about them, not too much at least. But like, if you really don't want to play it, it's not like Blizzard's taking away Diablo 3. Just fucking keep playing that.
Or
like
even Diablo 4. It's not the same developer.
Yeah. You know? But it's like, you know, it's the same thing. Like, I come from fighting games, right? So it's like, a lot of people when Street Fighter 5 launched, oh, this is stupid. I hate this. Just go play 4 then. Go play Street Fighter 4. Go play Street Fighter 2. It's not like those are gone. You still have them. Go play fucking Diablo 3. Diablo 3 just got released for the Switch. Go play that shit again in handheld mode. Like, take it on the go. Go enjoy that. Nobody's forcing you to play this. It's not called Diablo 4. Nobody's asking you to buy this. You know, I can get being disappointed about something, right? Like, it's the last of the show and you get a mobile title. I sympathize with disappointment, and then that's it. The second you're, like, questioning developers and acting super cringe about shit like this, it's like, okay, fuck off. Just don't play the game. They're not asking you to play the game. You know, if anything, you know what, Blizzard, I know you're listening. Push Diablo 4's development back by another 5 years.
No, don't do that. No.
No, just push around another 5 years, because a lot of these assholes, not everybody, you know.
Why you gotta punish me like this, Ben?
What is that? What is it saying? All it takes is, like, you know, a few bad apples in the basket to make the whole, you know, thing go bad or whatever.
I don't know.
Something like that.
Sayings, I don't understand.
It's not. I don't think it is. A few bad apples makes the thing go sour. Something like that.
A few bad apples makes the world go blind.
Yes. Yes, and not the devil's pitchforks. But no, seriously, if you acted like this, if you're a grown ass man asking these questions, because I saw some people were like celebrating that, you know, the April Fool guy is a hero. I'm like, a fucking hero? You're a fucking joke. You're not a hero. You're an asshole. You could, like, there's so many ways that people could have asked the questions about, like, Diablo Immortal without being like entitled gaming assholes. I'm like, dude, just don't play the game. I'm not entitled to Street Fighter 6. Your bitch ass ain't entitled to Diablo 4. Get over yourself.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, man, they Blizzard, Activision, BlizzCon guys don't host a Q&A for a mobile game.
No, honestly, no convention should host panels, because I've been to some panels. It's cringeworthy, dude. Like, some people like I get that some nerds want to use, like, well, I don't really get out much. Like, learn basic social skills, man. Like, I don't like talking to anybody, but I know how to approach. I know when I would go to comic conventions, like, how to talk to creators and sound like a normal human being, not some random dude on the internet. Like learn basic as fuck social skills. Like, if you can't speak properly, do not step up to that mic, or just no Q&As at panels anymore. Just none. Stop it.
Yeah. Yeah, my takeaway was that don't host Q&A for mobile games. Don't end off on a keynote with a mobile game.
I agree with that.
Maybe don't host BlizzCon if all you have to announce is a mobile game and
a remaster.
And like legacy servers. That's pretty much all they really announced there. There was some Hearthstone stuff, but like there wasn't a whole lot there. There was like this Overwatch like competitive scene, but that's like people could watch that on their own. Didn't they announce
like the new Overwatch character?
I don't think. Well, yeah, they did actually, but like when they announce those are usually just like videos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, well, like something. like they introduced another sexually hot character into Overwatch. Yay!
They just
Um,
added the female McCree.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It was a disappointing BlizzCon keynote to watch because
I was what?
I actually watched it at the time and I was like, man, this is kind of just like whatever.
Yeah, I heard they used to do the show every other year and not every year.
They
So like,
skipped out on a few years, like they usually do them every year, but like when there's nothing to announce, they don't have anything.
so they could have just taken this year off and like,
Yeah,
it's whatever.
yeah, exactly.
We'll come back next year.
What did you think of Diablo Immortal?
I mean, it looks like a mobile game. Like I
Looks
don't
like
have any.
it looks like one of those generic like
Yeah.
dungeon crawlers.
Pretty much, and I'm not a fan of dungeon crawlers to begin with. It like, again, if you're disappointed that again, I don't, I'm not begrudging you if you're disappointed. Like that's what it is, but because it looks bland, but it's like, it's not for me. I never liked Diablo anyways. Like it's still gameplay style, just something I don't want to play.
Yeah, fine. I was gonna say you're a crazy
No,
person, but like
like,
whatever. It's not your type of tea.
Yeah, I like actual lore and progression in my games.
There is lore in Diablo.
Yeah, but I have to read books. I don't want to do that. I want cutscenes. I want talking.
There is cutscenes. It's like,
Is there?
you know what? I don't really like the Blizzard style of cutscenes where it's just like, here's a cinematic thing that looks beautiful, and then like that's it. You only get one of them or two of them in a game. It's like, come on, man. Give me a little bit more. Give me something to chew on.
The thing is, you know why I never played Diablo, honestly? Besides, like, its gameplay aesthetic not really 100% appealing to me. Is because I never knew anybody who played it with. Like, anybody I knew didn't play Diablo. Like, it was just always kind of like a thing. And plus all the, I never want to get into a Blizzard game because of all the expansions they do for their games. I'm just like, that's too much money, man.
But you don't have to buy expansions.
But I feel like I do. I don't know. This is a perception. But maybe now that Diablo 3 is on Switch, I won't buy it now because I'm not paying $60 for a 5-year-old game. Fuck that noise.
Hey, if you get Diablo on Switch, I'll get it.
All right, if it's on sale, if it goes on sale for a reasonable price, and I'm talking like $30, that's half off. I'll think about it.
Yeah, good luck with that.
If it's $20, I'll definitely buy it for $20.
That's not gonna happen anytime soon.
I just want to know, like, since you play Diablo, can you enjoy Diablo single player? Because I only see people playing it multiplayer.
Well, do you like loot progression in games?
I mean,
do you like killing things, getting loot, and getting something better than what you had?
I mean, I play RPGs, so yes.
Then yeah, you'll probably like Diablo, especially with it being like the aesthetic being like angels versus demons, and like you kill angels and demons, and you like explode bodies and stuff. Like,
okay,
it's a good ass game.
Maybe I'll get on Switch. I could just get it on PC because it's probably cheaper. But then I have to download that BlizzNet, the Activision BlizzNet app, and I don't want to do that.
I do that. I actually run a group on there.
Oh wow!
It's just like me and my family, my friends.
I'll just wait till it goes on sale on Switch. I'll just do that.
Anyways,
play it on my handheld.
Anyways, if you're a stock investor, probably invest in some Blizzard stock because it's going on sale right now.
Yeah, because when they announce Diablo 4, then it's gonna blow the fuck up again, and you're gonna seem like a smart person.
Yeah. It's also being developed by NetEase, which is a huge like Chinese mobile game developer. Like they're huge in China, so they'll probably get their recuperate some costs from that as well. Like being in China, having a huge install base there.
Yeah, and it's not like they're wasting resources on this for Diablo that they could be using for a potential Diablo 4 or another expansion.
Yep. Speaking of failing Activision Blizzard stuff, Activision says it's not happy with Destiny sales. So sales for Destiny 2 Forsaken have not lived up to Activision's expectations. The publisher said today on an earnings call, promising investors a faster content model and new forms of monetization for the game. Which is odd because the game just came out with Forsaken, and the Destiny fan base has never been happier with Destiny. Like, it's been across the board, like, everyone's saying Forsaken's been great. There's a lot of content in there, people that are hardcore and people that are softcore.
Yeah.
are really into it. They keep adding on, like, events as well. Like, they keep adding stuff to it. Like, it's been a great time to play Destiny. Yeah, it's just the sales haven't been that great. They recently set the game for free. We talked about it a couple of weeks ago until November 18th. Yeah, it's kind of a shame. Like I think they just burned their fan base on it.
Well, because again, I don't really follow Destiny news except it's for you, but like a lot of people weren't happy like when this game launched, and like even months into it, like a lot of people weren't happy with the status of the game and it doing some funky shit.
Yeah, there was like that freaking XP thing that they were doing where it wasn't showing you like it wasn't showing the correct amount of XP that you were getting for what you were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, there's like a whole lot of crap. Like I think they really burned their chances on this with Destiny 2 release. Like people like were like, all right, more Destiny, yeah, let's play this. But then like they released two like really middling DLCs, and that just made the sour taste in their mouth like get sourer, I guess. Like what they should have done was like reward people that were playing Destiny 1 when they brought them over to 2. Like give them some kind of boost or some kind of incentive to like buy Destiny 2 and like come over. Yeah, and then the Osiris was really bad. That's a terrible DLC. And then Warmind was all right. That got like that actually was a little bit better. But yeah, they just burned their core fans on it, which is a shame. Because it's a good game now. Like it's really good. It's better than it was last year. Yeah. Continuing with more financial troubles, Final Fantasy 15 DLC canceled. Director Hajime Tabata leaves. Square Enix posts a $33 million loss. So,
it's crazy to me that this game was still getting DLC. Like that's the thing, because I didn't know about any of this other DLC that was planned. I was like, I thought it was over when the Royal Edition came out.
No, we talked about all the DLC plans that they had for this game. Like they had multiple levels of DLC and all that stuff. And yeah, I guess Final Fantasy 15 really like they put all their eggs in that basket, and it seems like it didn't really pan out for them.
No, well,
they probably spent way too much money on it. They over budgeted it.
Yeah. Because I think a lot of people were burned, the fact that the game wasn't complete. And yeah, I think people were genuinely happy with that first DLC. And then, like, I know a lot of people who didn't want to play the game was like, well, DLC's coming out. I'll just wait till it's done. It's like, well, it's not a complete game, which is weird for a Final Fantasy game, considering traditionally those games, whether they're good or bad, have, been complete games for the most part. And for, like, stuff to be missing. I kind of want to play it whenever I get a PS4. With the Royal Edition and just to experience it, because
I like it. Like I like it more than 13, obviously, but
yeah,
it's not
because it looks like a fun game. At least.
Yeah, it's fine. It's okay. It's not amazing or terrible.
It's no FF7, but it's also no FF13.
Yeah,
it's FF9. Oh wait,
don't say that.
Yeah, I'm just doing. I was trying to trigger. I'm gonna trigger Justin with that. I know when he listens, he's gonna like, "Fuck you, Ben."
Yeah. Yeah, there's just like a lot of like quotes here from Tabata and other people saying like, "Oh, thank you fans for supporting us and carrying us this whole way." I think they still have.
There's like one more
left. Like Arden remains in development, scheduled for March 2019.
Probably because they're too far into like development. They're like, well, we got to at least finish this. They didn't had start on the other ones.
What do you think about the state of Square? Like, actually, let's read another Square related news story. Was The Quiet Man. So The Quiet Man came out. We don't have any coverage on it because we don't have the game, but it's been making its way around the internet, saying that it's one of the worst games of the year. It's
unanimously for a lot of people.
It's just because of like there's like a lot of weird stuff in it. Like the combat's not that great, and then there's also like weird. Like,
it looks aesthetically weird.
It looks weird, yeah. And there's like FMV in it, and then also there's this implied incest like kind of thing going on.
Whoa! What the fuck?
You didn't know about that?
No. First, I'm hearing about the incest. Jesus Christ. Japan. I get it, but
I don't think this was made by Japan. This was.
Is it not made in Japan? Okay,
no, but it's published by them. It's published by Square. That's what I was leading into.
You have interest in this game? We like.
Right. But yeah, like they're releasing an update called the Answered patch, and what this does is, the hook of this game was that there was no audio throughout the whole game because your character is deaf. And then once you beat the game, you can, they include the voice acting in it, so you could hear what people were saying the whole time. So you have to beat it. It sounds like a Nier Automata. You have to beat it twice in order to get the full story.
Don't compare this game to Nier Automata.
I know. It's not fair to Nier.
It's Ghosts and Goblins where you have to beat the. There you go. It's Ghosts and Goblins.
Yeah, but then so now they're putting out the Answered patch, which is it adds subtitles to it. Yeah, subtitles to support for the first time. New experience will provide final answers to lingering mysteries. Let players know the truth within the unique interactive experience.
AKA, we try to be art housey. It didn't work, so here you go, you fucking scrubs. That's all I get from that.
It pretty much is. It's like we try to be like, we knew this game wasn't going to be any good, so we tried to make it art housey and like have this kind of like discourse around it, which it worked, but I don't think it worked to the benefit of the game. I don't know if they got any extra sales from all the negative press, because usually that can happen.
Everybody's talking about this garbage game. I have to experience it for myself.
Right, exactly. But the way they like released it was like there was a poem or something on their producer. Kenshi Fujinaga was considerably and literally more poetic about it in a letter posted to the Quiet Man website. They said the game would be reborn with the update. The story will, and this is in his letter, the story will bring light to the truth and maybe even uproot the mystery that was thought to have been solved. As if to say, I knew nothing at all. Second verse. The first version that threw words away. The second version that brought words back in. A story dramatically transformed. This is the completed experience. And so, with everyone, I want to ask this. Can we really be strong to say we do not need words, even if we have them?
Wow, that
I'm not finished.
Okay.
In a world overflowing with words, can we really find something beyond them?
That sounds that sounds like? That sounds like that douchebag art student that you knew in college who just was full of himself. He thought he was a genius because he wrote lyrically. Fuck you.
It was like, it's this guy that's in all of your, like if you ever go to university and you attend a lecture, it's the person that's like interrupting the professor every 10 minutes. The person that's in your TA classes or whatever, like trying to suck up to the TAs there. Like, goddamn, this guy thinks he's more poetic than he actually is.
Yeah, it's that image of Elon Musk smoking weed. Like that's how he feels every time he does something.
Yeah.
Like this makes me. I mean, the gameplay wasn't bad enough, right? This makes me never want to touch the game ever.
It doesn't make you want to play it?
No. Listen, you can be art house. You know what's art house? Fucking Nier Automata's art house, but it's not nearly up its ass as much as this game is. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the thing, like, Nier is art house in a sense. Like, it's not just art house, and it's not up its own ass. Like, it's trying to actually tell. It has a story to tell, and it has a meaning to convey.
Oh, yeah, life is meaningless.
That's not that's not the final meaning. That's not the final message. You know that.
I know. Okay. And I can't tell the true ending because then that's gonna ruin it for the experience for people. So I'm misleading people.
All right. Yeah. So I wanted to just ask you this. Do you think Square's in some trouble?
Dude, they've been in trouble for like the last 15 years, dude.
But I mean, like for real. Like, do you think Square might go under or something?
I don't think they'll go under, but like, listen, listen. I'm gonna compare it. Like, let's just stick with the RPG standpoint, because like their main franchise is Final Fantasy. Like that's their bread and butter. That is what they're known by. I know they have like Dragon Quest and everything, but nobody cares about that. Sorry, Dragon Quest answer. You don't matter as much as Square as Final Fantasy.
Not in America, anyways.
Not exactly. I understand people in America like it, not as much. But when a company like Monolith Soft, the developers behind Xenoblade Chronicles, can get out a game, 3 games. Xenoblade Chronicles X, and 2 within about 7 years. I think maybe a little longer than that. But you guys, for whatever reason, cannot get out Final Fantasy 13 Versus, which turned into 15. Cannot get out Final Fantasy 15 to save your lives and then add DLC to it. Take forever for Kingdom Hearts, and now remake's not going to come out to the year 2021, 26. It's like, what are y'all doing? You know, it's like I don't think they'll be gone within the next 5 years. But if they keep going this where like they can't pump out a mainline Final Fantasy game quick enough, or other IPs quick enough, or licensing the licenses they've acquired go away, because like Tomb Raider underperformed. The Tomb Raider third one, the Rise Shadow of the Tomb Raider, I think it was called.
Yeah, I heard that really underperformed.
Yeah, it's underperformed a lot. So it's like if they keep going, I could see them like being in a Capcom situation like Capcom was like around like 4 years ago, where like begging for money.
I'm like, worried about Square. Like, I'm actually worried about Square because just this story alone is a $33 million loss due to like DLC cancellation. So they put $33 million into it and then axed it. They had Chris, what was I gonna say? Well, you had the what you just said with the Tomb Raider franchise, and then they said the Hitman didn't work for them all that well, so they sold that off to try and get some money. Which I hope Hitman 2 does well, because from what I've played, I'm really liking it, and I hope it sells. And I like that first one a lot. And then also they're just porting all their games to everything, everywhere. Like they're porting all their Final Fantasy games to Steam, and then also putting them on PS4, Xbox, like, which is the smart thing to do. But they're also just porting it everywhere they can. They're remaking Final Fantasy 7, which I don't know if that's like a smart thing to do on their end. I know Justin makes the joke like, "Oh, that's never coming," which it might not. Who knows? But they're saying that they're making it, and if they are, then they're putting money into it, and that's gonna take a billion years. And I don't know if that'll sell that well. Like, if people have already owned that, only like the hardcore probably.
Well, people definitely want a FF7 remake. It's just how long before we get a release will people actually care anymore?
Yeah,
you know.
That's what I'm trying to say.
It's not like Kingdom Hearts 3 where like there's no other version of it. You need Kingdom Hearts 3 to come out to see the end of that story or supposed ending. But Final Fantasy 7, that shit's like you said on every console. It's going to come to Switch next year, so it's like you can just play that version. Exactly. You don't need to play the one with where Cloud looks like a very young, feminine man. But I don't know, dude. Like something's up. I mean, again,
they also came out with that mobile version of Final Fantasy 15 to try and get people to get it.
Oh yeah, Pocket Edition, and then and then for some reason they ported it to other consoles, not just the Switch, because that's money that they had to spend. Like, why do that? Like, it should have just been the phone version.
Yeah.
Spend $33 million on DLCs, but don't try to spend at least some of that money to get a actual working version of Final Fantasy 15 on the Switch. That's smart.
And then they have all this cross promotion with their Final Fantasy 14 like MMO. Like, I hear the 14's been pretty good.
Yeah, 14's been going along well. A lot of people like that game.
Yeah, it's just weird. I don't know what's going on with Square. Like,
they're like in a Capcom situation, but worse, because like Capcom's kind of like good, but like Square doesn't have as many. Square doesn't draw on other stuff as much as Capcom does.
Right. I don't know a whole lot of Square titles other than just Final Fantasy, and that's about it. Like, recent ones, I mean. A lot of them are just like, your classic RPGs. Right.
Yeah. Like they did. I mean, Octopath did gangbusters for them this past summer, with I think 1 million sales sold, which for an exclusive title on one console, and it being an RPG, that's impressive for a new IP. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's been like their one bright spot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about Square.
Yeah, I mean, look, listen, if they come out with a new Final Fantasy game or like a new IP or something, they could be all right and get people excited again.
Yeah. Yeah. Keeping up with this financial turmoil, strategy guide company, Prima Games is shutting down.
That's the end of an era.
Did you ever buy a Prima strategy guide?
Um, yeah, because my dad worked at a game store, so it's like, well, why not?
Okay.
Or like, if I didn't buy them, whenever I would be at my dad's, at his work, I would grab one and just look at it, look at all the pictures, and some of the like Nintendo ones would have like little stories, little illustrations, and those are fun to look at.
Yeah. Yeah, guides were a huge part for gamers. It wasn't for me though, because I had access to a computer, so I just went on GameFAQs all the time. And I just printed off GameFAQs from there and used them.
Yeah, I feel like strategy guides have been like a relic of the past for a long time.
It's a crazy thing, because like so for like digital ones, they're actually huge like SEO targets, because like they're incredibly long, and so they have like a bunch of keywords in there that get picked up on Google.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's like a lot of SEO relevance to them, but just printing them out and selling them.
Yeah, I remember like because I remember I was going home from Walmart one day, and I saw like strategy guides. I'm like, does anybody buy these anymore? Like you have your phone, like, or YouTube now. Like you can actually look at a video walkthrough of it.
Right.
So it's like, how many people, like outside of being a collector, maybe you collect strategy guides. That I've heard that before. Like, why would you buy these?
Yeah, why would you buy them if you can get them on the internet for free?
Yeah, I had a Pokemon one. That was fun to have.
Yeah. My cousins would always get them. They would always get the game and the guide. I was like, just go to GameFAQs. What are you guys doing? But yeah. So when
I actually for me like,
okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say like guides like in my house were like you use a guide, you're a cheater. That was our mentality growing up.
Yeah. I only used them if I got stuck. And I played a lot of adventure games, so I got stuck a lot.
Oh yeah, that's the habit of those games. What if I press this pick up against this door? Oh shit, it opens. I would have never have guessed that.
You joke, but there's things like that.
No, I've seen shit. I know. That's why I don't like to play adventure games. Stupid shit like that.
Yeah. The only strategy guide I've ever got was the one for Final Fantasy 12, and that's because my cousin had that game and the guide, and he just gave it to me. He's like, "I'm done with this. You play it." Like, okay. Yeah, but otherwise I wouldn't buy them, because it's like, again, we talked about, you can get them online. Why pay any money?
You can hear some asshole go, "Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm going to show you how to play Resident Evil 1."
Or you just mute the video and you watch.
That's what I do.
That's what I do. I'm like, I don't want to hear this guy talk.
If it's not somebody I know, I'm like, okay, and mute and go to this point here. Okay, that's where I'm at. Okay, that's what I do. All right, and bye.
Yeah, so end of an era. You won't be able to buy them anymore.
Let's players, don't come out with a fucking super preppy attitude and ask me to subscribe right out of the gate. I'm not going to.
Hey guys, it's your boy Thomas here, and I want you to subscribe and leave a rating and review and rate your comments down below.
Yeah, just like, hello everybody. I'm playing. Like for me, like whenever I do a let's play, I go, hey guys, on the Marvelous Sticky, it's time for part something of this, and we're gonna do this today. That's it. So it like be the Bob Ross of let's players. Oh my god, did I just discover my gimmick?
And today we're gonna put a little happy bullet inside this guy's head. And
we're gonna play a little Shovel Knight. I don't know if I can do that voice in time. We're gonna play a little Shovel Knight today, and he's just going on his merry way, trying to save his friend Shield Knight. Just a happy little adventure. Look at those blues in the back.
What you want to do is hop over the bubbles and use your shovel to bounce off of them and get
there you go. Just a happy little bounce. Just a happy little bounce. Oh look. Oh my god, I'm giving this away. I'm giving this away.
What are we doing? We have to cut it.
This is my idea. Although, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if somebody... Because I've seen Bob Ross variations on things. But it's like, god damn it. Bob Ross, a Let's Player. Jesus Christ.
Okay, moving on to the Bob Ross of video games. I don't know, man. Let's move over to Pokemon. Tamagotchi.
Oh yeah, I don't I don't care.
Okay, let me move on from that because that was Justin's story, and
It was a relic from the mid-90s. Tamagotchi should never come back. I'm sorry. I have enough stress and anxiety from everyday shit. I don't need a fucking digital animal barking at me. Fuck you. Go away.
I had one. I just found it on the ground, so I had it and everything. The only thing I remember from Tamagotchi is that I found one, I lost one at my cousin's place, and also when I had it, my teacher stole it from me because I was playing with it. So I had to steal. I had to like sneak into her desk and take it.
Damn. Nice.
I was like, "Fuck you! I'm taking it back."
I only had one. I had a Digimon one, and I got like, I don't like this, and I stopped playing it. But I would use the device to like role play with my friends.
Speaking of role playing, Red Dead Redemption, Red Dead Online beta arrives towards the end of November. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of details, but yeah, just expected to come out end of November.
That's cool. Faster than I expected it.
Yeah, I think they were gonna say it was like a month after it released, which is kind of about
kind of
right.
true. Yeah, a little bit, couple of weeks late, but not too bad.
No, what are you talking about?
Because it was the end of the month. That's the 30th. That's after Thanksgiving. That's like a week after. It's not too bad.
It came out on like the 26th, so it might be around.
Oh, okay, yeah,
October.
Okay.
Yeah,
couple days after. That's not too bad.
Yeah, the surprising thing is that it's not actually Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA Online haven't been cannibalizing each other. So that's the most surprising thing out of this, is that their audience isn't being divided, which is cool. It kind of makes sense when you think about it, just because of the way the games are. Like, one's set in like the Wild Wild West,
right,
and the other is set in like a modern day game. So
different things will appeal to different people.
Yeah, right.
There'll be some crossover for sure, but not as much. We'll see.
The game has already sold over 17 million copies, which is more than Red Dead Redemption 1 in the 8 years that it was released for.
Damn.
It's crazy.
Well, that's what a good game and hype will do for you.
I think that might be the end of the show. What do you think?
Yeah. I didn't see any other newsworthy stuff.
I had something about a PSVR, but it's all like rumor and speculation.
Yeah.
The new controller and probably the new PlayStation VR stuff.
Yeah, I did see people bitching about because some people got their actual hands. Oh, this is something kind of interesting that they're using open software on the PS1 Classic. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that illegal?
No.
Or not illegal, but like unethical or something like that?
Why would it be?
Because you're selling something that's open software.
Oh yeah, you're selling something that's open source.
Yeah, isn't that like illegal, or isn't that like?
I guess it would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah, like that's kind of because I know people were bitching about like,
it's like when you buy those things that are like, if you ever get scammed, and the first thing if you buy a piece of software and you open it up and it's like, if you paid money for this, you're an idiot. It's open source and free.
Yeah.
It's like, God damn it.
It's fucking WinRAR all over. It's like that shit. But it's like, that's kind of messed up for for Sony to do that. Because I don't even.
Way out. That's all.
Yeah, because I don't even think the SNES Mini is like that. Like, I know it's an emulator in there, but it's not.
I think it's
source.
like their own emulator, isn't it?
Yeah. Because I find it weird that people were bitching about like the barebone experience of the PS1 Classic of the menus is kind of soulless.
Yeah, but I saw that. It doesn't look that good.
Yeah, it's like, where to bury the lead, asshole? They're using open source on a paid product. That should be your lead. Damn it! Come on. Ugh. Yeah, it makes me never want to buy one of those ever.
Yeah, I'm not.
buy a Vita for cheap, or a PSP for actually buy a PSP for cheap, and just play PlayStation 1 games that way. There you go. Boom.
No, get a Vita for cheap, or
no, because not Vita. Vita can't play all PlayStation games because of Sony's being stupid, and the memory cards. I thought you could only download certain PS1 games.
I'm sure you can crack open a Vita.
Probably, but the PSP is easier to crack, and the memory cards are cheaper.
Yeah, that's the thing. The memory cards are always. It's been so long. The Vita's dead, and the freaking memory cards are still like $100 or something.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Uh,
Every time I see one, like, well, maybe I'll. Nope. Nope, not gonna get it.
unless I can get a Vita, or I already have a Vita and a memory card. But
Yeah.
unless you can get a Vita for like $1, then maybe.
Yeah. Even then, you're spending way too much on the damn memory card.
Right. I'm just saying, like, you can like factor in the memory card for your device, like.
Like shit, a fucking 120 gigabyte, micro SD card for the Switch is $38 on Amazon. 21 if you find a deal. Like that's fucking great.
Speaking of deals, Black Friday. What are you gonna get that?
I don't know, man. If I can get it, like, cause I'm working that day, cause I gotta serve the common man. Just a common man, working hard with his hands. Like I want to, cause I want
Is
to.
that a Dusty Rhodes song?
Yes, I figured you would catch that.
Okay. That's what I thought. I just wanted to
Recipe.
bring it up because we need to talk about wrestling some more.
Yeah,
We talked about it on the
Dream,
other show. We haven't talked about it here yet.
Yeah, American Dream, baby. But like I want to, man. But I know I'm not gonna get it at Walmart unless it's like online on Amazon. I probably won't get it. What I might end up doing is that because I work Thanksgiving and Black Friday, because technically Black Friday is still Friday, despite that it's happening on Thursday. But it's so stupid. Is I might just buy a PS because like we get like a 25% off discount like the following week off of like one item or like one purchase. So like you can buy a whole bunch of things and get 25% off.
Yep.
I might just use it for that. I know it probably won't be as good of a discount as say like if I were to buy the $200 one with Spider-Man, but I highly doubt I'll be able to get it just because I'm working.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And the PS4s are going to be the first things to go. Yeah.
I'm looking for a Nintendo 2DS. That's my thing that I'm trying to find.
Yeah.
They're $200 Canadian here, which I would like to have a discount on that.
Yeah, they're like 140 something down here. If I could, if anything, if I don't pull the trigger on the PS4, I might just buy like some Steam games, or some games for my Switch.
Oh, I forgot to talk about Obra Dinn in the other podcast. Like I haven't been talking about it for like the last couple of weeks that I've been playing it, just because I've been playing it like once a week. I don't know if I should just chop this off here and then put it on the other podcast.
No, just leave it here.
Or just leave it in the new show.
Just leave it here. Fuck it.
Okay, so Obra Dinn is it's like an adventure game. But you're
of course
doing,
it is.
What you're doing is you're walking around this pirate ship, or it's not a pirate ship. It's like a adventure ship or something. It's whatever, trading ship. I don't know. And what you're doing is you're walking around trying to figure out what the hell actually happened here, and you're trying to figure out the deaths for everyone that died on the ship, because everyone died or they escaped or whatever. And it has this weird look to it. I don't know if you've seen it, but pull up some pictures or a video just to see what it looks like. I'm talking to you, Ben.
Okay. Am I supposed to do this now?
Yeah, just look at it now. Just take a look at it so you get an idea. But It's like all kind of like one color tone. And
how do you spell this game's name?
Obradinn. And it's all like one color tone, and it's got like this old like kind of like dot matrix look to it, kind of. If you get closer to things, it'll be more detailed, but in the distance, it all kind of just looks like dots.
I spelled this wrong entirely. Jesus, I got soccer results. What the fuck?
What are you? Okay, maybe I should just send you a goddamn link.
Yeah, just send me a fucking link. I was like, I got a soccer player from Manchester United.
I don't even know how that's even possible.
Listen, dyslexia is a real thing. Leave me alone.
You aren't the only friend of mine that has dyslexia.
Yeah, it's not fun.
No, it's not. Okay, I put it in off topic.
Okay. Oh, okay, I see now.
Yeah. It's a new game. It's not old. Even though it looks like it's like the title screen looks like it's from Return of the Monkey Island or something. Goddamn, I don't really. There's not a whole lot I really want to spoil about this game, but it takes a turn. It actually starts at the end. So you're figuring out like what was the ultimate conclusion of the last person that lived on the ship, and from there it goes back, and you kind of see where people had like mutinies, like or mutinous ideas, and like what caused that, and you kind of work your way back, and then sometimes it just jumbles up, so you could get like some at the beginning, some at the end.
Huh.
And you're just trying to piece together the story. It's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. But I've gotten stuck a lot, and I need to use a walkthrough for this because it's a goddamn confusing ass adventure game. But like it's really sweet, the story that unfolds. Like I got the gist of it. I just need to get like the full story of it. And it goes places that are a little supernatural. So you think about supernatural stuff and ships, you could kind of get what I'm hinting at there. So yeah, pretty cool game. I need to finish it. Probably do that this weekend. But that's it. Yeah, Ben.
It looks visually interesting, but twitter.com/ we doing plugs, right?
Yeah.
Okay, twitter.com/ Marvelous Ziggy, where you can find things all concerning the Marvelous One. Yeah, you may want to mute me this month because I'm just angry at fucking white supremacist assholes on Twitter. So yeah. But I talk about gaming stuff too and wrestling, so if you're into that, just stick around.
You can also check me out on Twitter, CSG Thomas on Twitter. You can also email me, thomas@charshot.com, and visit our website, charshot.com, for all of your audio, video, and written content. And until then, guys, enjoy your games. Yeah, I've been forgetting. Okay, so you don't give a shit what happens in this game, right?
No, I'm not gonna play it.
Okay, so it gets fucked up because at the beginning, you're like seeing what happened to like the captain, and these people are trying to kill him, and they turn out to be like his first mate and some part of the crew. He kills all of them.
92, right?
What? Oh yeah, yeah, it is. Yeah. So he kills all of them, and then he kills himself. And then you're like, what the fuck happened here? And then you find out that there's like his wife is like dead in her bed for a while.
What the fuck?
And she got crushed by a gigantic squid. So there was a kraken that attacked the ship. And then you find out why it attacked the ship is because they stole this cursed treasure. And yeah, there's like a bunch of crazy shit that happens.
That seems weird.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I could never. I have the Grim Fandango on my on Steam, but I'm too intimidated to play it.
Me and Lo were playing through it, and we just stopped.
Is it because like I remember seeing a little bit of it. It seemed interesting, but I'm just like I'm worried I'm gonna get stuck because it's just
he got stuck quite a bit. I had to tell him a lot of things to do, so it kind of like ruined the experience of the playthrough. But then also he just got that job with 2K, so then we had to stop. I don't know if he wants to continue playing it.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I don't regret buying it because it was like fucking $5.
I like the first half of it. It's pretty good. Like that's probably the best part of it is the first half when you get to Rubicavra and it becomes like what is it now? What's that movie? Like a Casablanca.
Oh,
it's pretty cool.
I've been thinking of playing Bastion, honestly.
Bastion's good. Bastion's a good ass game.
Yeah, I got it for like $2 on the last Steam. So I was like,
you should play that actually, because I think you'll dig like the whole art style and the narration and all that.
Yeah, I've seen it. I just haven't, didn't put myself into it. Yeah. Because it's on the Switch now, and I was like, well, why buy it? Why buy it on the Switch? Maybe if I really like it enough, I'll rebuy it again once on sale on the Switch. Play portably.
All right, I'm gonna go and watch some Daredevil.
Alright, same. Well, I'm not gonna watch Daredevil because I've already seen it. I'll have this uploaded tonight so I don't forget.
Okay, cool. See you later.
Bye bye.